Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC TV. Presented in part by Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, Summers Funeral Home, Great Oaks Career Campuses, the Fayette County Public Health Department, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, M&M Fasteners and M&M Turf, S&D Family Tire and Auto, Kirk's Furniture, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around after the game for the Epifano McDonald's post-game show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Well, you can tell it's tournament time. Good afternoon, everyone, along with Dave Willer and Randy Young, as we're broadcasting live from the Washington Courthouse Outdoor Sports Complex. This afternoon, the Logan Elm Braves, who are the number 10 seed in the districts of the Southeast in Division 4, taking on the number 7 seed, that, of course, being the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Logan Elm comes into the contest with a record of 4 wins and 18 losses. They are 1-11 in the Mid-State League Buckeye Division. Meanwhile, Washington Courthouse comes into today's game with a record of 6 wins and 9 losses. They finished tied for third with Chillicothe at 5-5 in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Drew McClone is the head coach of the Logan Elm Braves. Ron Yazel is the head man at Washington Courthouse in his second year. Right now, we're basically waiting on the officials to make their way to the ball field as they're walking in. We look down to our immediate left and we see 3 officials. As mentioned, this is a league game. I should say this is a tournament game. So they're going to go with 3, and we will be able to see what happens as far as they getting ready to start here in just a few moments of play. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. First of all, for Logan Elm, leading things off will be the shortstop, Kellen Bennington. Batting second will be the left fielder, Josh Henry. Batting third will be the catcher, Camden Ebert. Batting cleanup will be the designated hitter, Mason Gentry. He'll be batting for Grant Klein, who's pitching today. Batting fifth will be Carter Congrove, the second baseman. Then it will be Zane Zimmer, the third baseman, followed by Keegan Dial, who's the first baseman, Brady Neff, who's in center field, and then wrapping up the starting 9 will be Lucas Bailey, who's the right field. So again, it'll be Bennington at short, Hunter in left, Eber catching, Gentry DHing, Congrove will be at second, and Zingler will be at third. The bottom third of the batting order will be Deal at first, Neff center field, and the right fielder, Lucas Beatty. The teams are getting ready to come out to the side as we're going to have the playing of the national anthem, so we'll have that, and then we'll get ready to start our game as soon as the officials are done through the walkthrough with the team. Hands are being shaken by the officials and the managers, and we're just a few minutes away from starting. So, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Welcome to the game between the Washington Blue Lions and the Logan Elm Braves. If you would please stand for the national anthem.
Okay, this will be one of two first-round games are going on today in Division 4. Greenfield will be down at Vinton County, and that will be underway here in just a little bit. The winner of this game will take on the number 2 seed Fairfield Union on Thursday, and the winner of the Vinton County Greenfield game will play the number 1 seed Uniota team. And that again will be coming up on Thursday.
We have Congrove as the second baseman. We have
Will Miller,
Seamer
who
as
will
the
be on
third
the
baseman.
mound,
We have Deal
who's the
as
ace
first baseman.
for the Blue
Neff
Lion
as the center
pitching
fielder.
staff.
Biley as the
Will
right
get the
fielder.
duties today.
Klein as the pitcher.
Will was one of our
For your Washington
one of our
Lions,
2 Star of the Games
we
award
have
winners earlier
Miller
this
as
year.
pitcher.
He had
We
15
have
strikeouts
Osborne
against
leading
Miami
off at
Trace,
shortstop.
and
We
so
have Heath in center field.
Kevin Kaufman,
We have
his
Lotz
counterpart
at
at
third
catcher,
base.
was the other star of the
We
game
have
we've
Kaufman
had.
at
So
catcher.
yes, we will have a 3rd star of the
Miller
game
again at
today,
pitcher.
and they'll be recognized
We
on
have Robertson
Saturday, June the
at first
14th at
base.
McDonald's.
St. Clair in right
So,
field.
along with the
Tyree
spring
is
sports
the
student
designated
athletes,
hitter.
so we will have quite a busy
Haskins is at
couple of
second
weeks
base.
coming up before that,
And Hoosier
and then we'll
is
have
in
that
left
show
field.
on the 14th of June. All right, so again, it'll be Miller on the mound. Kaufman will be doing the catching. Robertson down at first. Eskins at second. Osborne at short. Lotz at third. Out in left field, we'll have Hoosier, but he'll be DH'd by Tyree. The center fielder will be Heath, and the right fielder will be St. Clair. So it's such a defense for you. So we get things started off. It'll be Kellen Bennington, the shortstop. Right-hander against the lefty as we get things underway here in this tournament game. Winner moves on to the district quarterfinals. Here's the first pitch. Called strike right at the knees. Miller sets, delivers. Quick hit, foul off. Out of play, quickly. Bennington's down 0-2 in the count. Beautiful, beautiful day here for some more baseball. That one a little high and outside. 1-2 count. We lucked in. Oh, was it Tuesday? We had Huntington, I think it was. That was beautiful. And then we had half decent start the Friday before that against Circleville, and then all of a sudden lightning came and then rain, and we had to call it after 4. So we've not had what you call the greatest weathers this year, but that pitch is outside. Runs count 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you've listened to our broadcast over the last couple of weeks, you've noticed that is a familiar stat that we mentioned. Seems like, whoa, that one's way outside. That didn't break at all. So all of a sudden, Will was ahead of count 0-2, and now he's got a full count of 3-2. Definitely don't want to lose the opening batter here. Let's see what happens on this pitch. Comes home with this, solid shot, and he takes about 2 steps to his right, and he makes the catch, and there's one away.
Coming to the plate, puncher.
Well, that's one way of doing it, I guess. And I'll bring up now Josh Hunter, the left fielder, another right-handed hitter. Unfortunately, do not have stats on the team, so apologize for that, but we'll do the best we can. That one's outside for a ball. Just misses high. Logan Elm coming into this game, as we mentioned, called strike. 4-8 overall, 1-11 in the league. In games where it's been decided by 1 run, they're 1-3. That misses. They're 0-3 in games that are decided by 2 runs. And if it's decided by 3 runs, it's 1-3. So they are 2-9 in games 3 runs or less. Called strike. That one's fouled off. So 1 away here. 3-2 count. Second batter in a row that Miller has loaded him up on the count. And that one's fouled off yet again. Payne's at 3-2. Umps are down the line, side home plate. Yeah, got him there, called strike 3. Nice pitch from Miller. First strikeout of the game for him, 2 down, and we now go to Camden Ebert. Ebert is the catcher for the Logan Elm Braves. Another right-handed batter for the Brave squad. Miller with the delivery. Got him high outside corner for a called strike.
I like this. I'm gonna do it.
Miller again. Outside. 1-1.
One more break.
Infield pretty much back. That one close down inside. Just missed the corner. Makes it count 2-1. Outfield's pretty much straight away. That one's fouled off. Guess what, Dave? Counts 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the first, no score. Miller. Caught strike 3, and that win the inning. They go down 1-2-3. Courthouse against Logan Elm. The Braves, no runs in that inning. Courthouse coming to bat. You're listening to tournament baseball action on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
back here as Washington Courthouse will come up to bat as we lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Leading things off, shortstop Aiden Osborne. Batting second will be the center fielder Bryson Heath. Batting third baseman Sam Leach. Batting cleanup, catcher Gavin Kaufman. Will Miller will bat fifth. Cooper Robertson will be at first base, will bat sixth. Landon St. Clair, the right fielder, will bat he'll bat seventh. Dante Tyree will be DHing for Jacob Hoosier, batting eighth. And Kylan Eskins, the second baseman, bats ninth. Again, it'll be Osborne at short, Heath at center, Lots at third. Then it's Kaufman catching, Miller pitching, Cooper at first, and then St. Clair in right. Tyree DHing, and Eskins at second. Lefty against lefty, as on the mound for Logan Elm will be Grant Klein. First pitch, outside for a ball. Logan Elm has 6 seniors on their team this year, 5 juniors and 1 sophomore. They got, I think, a couple kids came up the reserve team, so I'm not sure how that breaks down class-wise. Called strike to Aiden. 1-1 count. Pitch fades off a little bit for ball. Two-one count. Swung on and right at the shortstop. Oh, man. So a line drive to 6 if you're keeping track of the score. 1 out.
Up to bat, Heath.
I'll bring up center fielder Bryson Heath. Wow. We've seen a couple of solid shots in the limited number of games we've broadcast, but saw 1 or 2 against against Huntington the other night. That one's in the dirt for a ball. He sets, delivers. Again, a ball 2. Comes the delivery from the lefty. Whoa, did he get him? Yeah. And got him on the knee, so hit by pitch. And Bryson will get to go to first base.
Up to bat, Lots.
I'll bring up third baseman Sam Lots. We mentioned before Sam was out a couple weeks due to injury, but he's been coming back the last 2 or 3 weeks and has been playing some pretty good baseball. Another left-handed batter. Glad to see Mrs. Wool over here today. Surprised the big guy on his birthday. That was a nice birthday present. Thank you, Mara. Appreciate that. I don't know if that was a reason for it or not, but runner will go on the pass ball. So down to second base will be Heath. And Lots will stand in with a 1-0 count. We talk about Courthouse playing those close games. We said Logan Elm is 2-9. Courthouse is 3-7. 3 runs or less. When it's 1 run, they're 0-4. They lost 2 of them to 2 of the 4 games were to Jackson. They lost 1-0 to Jonathan Alder the other night, which is state ranked. That one's in the dirt. And then they're 1-2 in games decided by 2 runs. And those 2 losses were back-to-back to Miami Trace, and they're 2-1 in games where they had a 3-run victory. So they're 3-7, 3 runs or less. As I mentioned, Logan Elm is 2-9. That's the frustrating part is for both these managers is these guys are so close and just can't get over that hump. They had one the other night against Huntington we thought might be a shot to pull it out, but just couldn't get it in the last inning. That one's high, misses. 3-1 count now to Lotz. The runner at second and one away. Kaufman is on deck. That one's a solid shot. Let's see if he's going to send him. Yep. Coach is going to send him, and we're going to get a first run of the game. A solid single to center field by Sam Lotz. Give him an RBI. Scoring all the way from second is Heath. We got ourselves a 1-0 Blue Lion lead. Now that'll bring up our star of the game from the Huntington contest, Gavin Kaufman, who had a double and a triple the other night. First pitch in there for a called strike, bell high. Klein delivers, just missed. 1-1. So Lotz down at first. Klein's looking at him. Now comes home with the pitch. Ooh, that almost hit Kaufman. That was close. Ball 2. That one's outside.
Come on, Gavin.
3-1 count. They hold up. Officials. Yep, didn't go around, so it's a walk. So Kaufman will draw the one-out walk.
Up to bat, Miller.
Lotz will go to second. Kaufman's at first now, and I'll bring up the pitcher, Will Miller, and we got a quick
Triple.
conference here by the coach. And, well, after the mini conference, they decide to go back to the dugout and leave them in. I believe that is one of the assistant coaches. I think it's Doug McLaughlin. I think his dad's once is the head manager. First pitch, got him on the corner outside. Strike 1. So Kaufman's at first, Lotz at second, 1 out, and got a run in. Scored by Heath on the RBI by Lotz. Whoa, that was high and inside. Tell the wind's kicking up a little bit.
Big inning.
Here comes the swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2. Comes a delivery. Got him. So Miller goes down looking. And there's 2 away.
Up to bat, Robertson.
So Coop Robertson up now. Cooper, first baseman. Left-handed batter for the Blue Lions baseball team. 2 on and 2 away here in the bottom of the first. And a 1-0 score favor the Blue Lions in this district first rounder. Winner will go to the number 2 seed Fairfield Union on Thursday. And both of these teams have already played them at least once this season so far. That one swung on, foul. Blue Lions lost 21-12. Sounds more like a football score. A couple weeks ago, Logan Elm has lost to them twice, both times by 1 run. That one swung on. That one's hit right up the middle. And he held up. Coach Hazel was going to send him, and Sam held up at third base. He didn't go fast enough, so we'll have the bases loaded with Cooper getting a single to center field. That just about knocked the pitcher down because that bad boy was hit right up the middle, wasn't it? So let's see if Landon St. Clair can pick up some big RBIs here now with 2 away and the bases full. First pitch to the right-hander, way outside for a ball. Thanks to those who are tuning in today to watch this broadcast. Hope you enjoy it. Another pitch way outside. Well, if he's trying to do a curve, it's not working, is it? I mean, he's really missing. Sets. There he comes back in now with a little changeup. That calls for a strike. 2-1 count. Delivers. Swung on a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases are loaded. I think it's the third batter I've had 2-2 counts now on. And just missed inside corner. Full count. I think that's the third batter I've had full count too. So he has no one to put him, so let's see what happens here. Runners are going. There's the throw, strike and miss, and that ends the inning. Wow, got out of a big jam there in that inning. 1 run. They do it on 2 hits, and there was no errors, there was 1 error because of the passed ball, and there was 3 men left on base. We've gone through 1 complete here in this district first round game. It's Washington Courthouse 1, Logan Elm 0. You're watching tournament baseball here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
We go to the top of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 scheduled to bat for the Logan Elm Braves, who went down 1-2-3 to Will Miller and back in the top of the first, including 2 strikeouts. We'll have Mason Gentry, who will be DHing for.
Leading off the inning, Gentry.
Followed by Carter Congrove, and then Zane Zimmer. Greenfield of Benton County, the other game in the sectional today. There's tons of softball games going on tournament-wise. We get time, we'll try to run those down, but right now we're going to concentrate on this bad boy. First pitch, swung on a miss for strike. Gentry, big fellow there with a whiff. And that one's fouled off, and quickly, Miller's ahead in the count, 0-2. Miller sits, swung on the air. Heath, couple steps in, makes the catch, and there's one away. Just like he did the first out in the first inning.
Up to the plate, Congrove.
He's able to get to the fly ball. I'll bring up Congrove. Carter, third baseman for the Logan Elm team.
Finally got the run. Sorry.
Miller with the pitch. Caught him on the low outside corner. Called strike. That's a big key, man. You can get that first pitch in there for a strike. Now you miss ball. Sometimes that second pitch you throw a little bit outside just to make him go fishing a little bit, David.
Sometimes they do.
That time they didn't. Well, give Kaufman credit. He hit the backstop, but he was able to catch it.
That should count for something.
I would think so.
Give him a half a strike.
Half a strike, I'd take it. 1.5 strikes.
I don't know how you make up the other bit of it. But.
Yeah, I don't know either, but fouled off or something. I don't know. Miller sets, delivers, got him on the corner, low, outside, strike. 2-2 count again. Just missed for a ball. So, Will, I believe this is a third or fourth batter. Yeah, that's definitely the third batter he's had where it's a 3-2 count. Klein has had more trouble with him against Courthouse. There's the ball. It's fouled off. I parked my van right behind the press box. I'm hoping everything will be safe today.
Hopefully you're close enough to
Hopefully I'm close enough that one swung on. Nice shot, left field. Nice catch. As making the catch there will be Hoosier.
Up to bat, Seamer.
So Zane Seamer is now up. So 2 long fly balls, and if you're Miller, you don't care if you can get strikeouts, you can get fly balls, just get out. Let's see what Zane does here. First pitch, outside for a ball. That one swung on. That's going to be a problem. Yep, that's a quick shot over to the center fielder. So first hit in the game
Deal.
by Zemer. That will bring up Keegan Deal, number 7 in the batting order for the Braves. Another right-hand batter. So 2 away, runner first base. Will glances to first, comes home with a pitch. And, the plate umpire questioned and asked the base umpire, and he said, yeah, he went around. So that's a strike. Got him, strike 2. Again, caught that low outside corner. So Miller ahead 0-2 in this count. See if he can wrap this one up and get out of the inning. Good pitch way outside. Kaufman bluffs a throw to first. One and 2 count coming up. Swung on. Whoa, that's going to go foul. Just got by the first baseman in foul territory. So go down as a non-strike.
Lucky the umpire down the first base line got out of the way.
Well, that's true. He almost got hit, yeah. That's why I stay up here in the press box, but that one swung on. And that one just gets under the glove of Lotz and will go out to left field. And now left fielder bobbles the ball a little bit. So that's going to be a single. So we got runners at first and second after the infield single by the third baseman. So Seymour at second, Deal at first, and I'll bring up Lucas Bailey. Swung and a miss for a strike. Check out, this is Neff. I apologize. It's Neff that's batting. Center fielder. Swung and a miss, strike two. So 0-2 count to Bailey. Bailey was on deck. Miller glances to the runners at second. Comes home with a pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike three, and that ends the inning. In that inning, though, Logan Elm gets 2 hits. 2 left on base. No runs come in. Inning and a half. Steel Courthouse 1. Logan Elm 0. You're watching Fayette County's youth sports here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
You have the power to protect your children against serious diseases like measles, cancer caused by HPV, and whooping cough. Vaccines work with your child's natural defenses to help them safely develop protection from diseases. Fayette County Public Health is offering childhood immunizations by appointment. Late appointments are available. For more information or to schedule, call 740-335-5910.
Well, back here as we go to the bottom of the second inning, 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. Tyree, Eskins, and then back to Osborne. 1-0. Washington Courthouse with the lead as we go into the bottom of the second. So far, both teams have gotten 2 hits in the contest. The big difference is an RBI single by Sam Lotz in that first inning that scored Bryson Heath from second base after he was hit by a pitch and then advanced to second on a pass ball.
Leading off the bottom of the second, Tyree. Oh, man. I'm trying to you guys talk to Ice and make sure they're resting the right people.
First delivery is a call in there for a called strike to by Grant Klein. Klein with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Miller has 3, and quickly Klein gets ahead of the batter. 1 and 2, excuse me. It's 0 and 2. That's okay. Strike 3. So there's now 1 away here in the second. Second straight strikeout by
Up to bat, Eskins.
Klein, and that's his 3rd strikeout in the last 4 batters. Think he might be getting in a groove here? I don't know. We'll find out. Kylan Eskins, the second baseman, up deck. Number 9 in the batting order for the Big Blue. Now it's outside for a ball. Swung and a miss for strike. Down low again, this time inside corner. 2-1. Swung on, high in the air. Center fielder getting underneath it and making the catch successfully.
Up to bat, Osborne.
That being Brady Neff. And so with that, we got 2 away. And now back to the top of the order to Mr. Osborne, who hit a line shot to short his first time up. Lefty against lefty. First pitch, low and inside for a ball. Bryson Heath is on deck. If he can get on, or I should say Aiden get on. Outside for a ball. 320 down the left field line, 380 dead center, 315 down the right field line. Measurements. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a home run here at Courthouse. I don't think I've ever seen one. We've seen a couple.
Minute.
Huh?
It's been a minute.
Well, we've seen maybe. That's a ball. What?
Last year, Cooper Enix hit one against us.
Cooper Enix hit one. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. For Miami Trace, he did hit a home run against Courthouse. Yeah.
The bat, Heath.
Good memory there, Mr. Osborne. Tip of the hat to you. So with the walk, Heath on up to bat. Fouls it off. As we have players from both teams running for the ball. Courthouse won the race, by the way.
Everything's competition.
Well, we are in tournament time, so everything's on the line here. Did he hold up? Yep. 1-1. Missed there by the pitcher. Klein. Runs count to 2-1. Aiden. Comes the delivery. This one is going to be fouled off. And I hear hit anything, so the van is safe for another pitch. Things I can get myself into. It's unbelievable. Might as well have a little fun while you're at it, right? Runner goes. There's the pitch. Pitch out. Throw down to second. Not even going to be even close to being time. Stolen base there for Osborne. So with that, Heath will step back in with a 3-2 count to him. Again, though, there's 2 outs, so Bryson's got to try to get the ball past the infield. Oh, he got him on a high inside pitch for a called strike 3, and that ends the inning. Oh, my. In that inning, there was no hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 2 complete. Score remains Washington Courthouse 1, Logan Elm nothing here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, bouncing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. 9-1-2 as we go into the top of the 3rd inning in a 1-0 ball game. Wow. We've still been talking about that last called strike.
It was a doozy.
You think?
Leading off the 3rd inning, Biley.
Yeah. Stop while I'm ahead
Yeah.
before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble with the officials here. You might get monitored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
I have to have my wife step in and take over the operation for me if I get kicked out.
Oh. Lucas Bailey is now up to bat. Squares the bunt, backs out, called strike. Bennington's on deck. Pitch, called strike. Quickly, 0-2 count to the batter. Will delivers. That one's way outside. Well, I'll say one thing for Will today. If he's pitching outside, he's way outside. I mean, there's no in between about it. He's either getting strikes or having the ball hit at somebody or pitching way outside. Comes home with it and gets that one. Strikes out. And that will be the fourth strikeout unofficially in the game for Will. One down. Top of the order we go. Kellen Bennington, the shortstop, who flew out to center field his first time up to bat. First pitch outside. Logan Elm coming in the game again. 4-18. But in games decided by 3 runs or less, they're 2-9. It shows just how close they are. Swing and a miss. Courthouse almost in the same boat. They're 3-7. Swung on down the third base line, out of play. Hunter on deck for the Braves. That one's outside. Miller sets, delivers. Again, it's outside. This breaking stuff just simply not breaking today at all. Full count. Yeah, missed him. So, ball 4. So the walk given up by Miller.
Up to bat, Hunter.
That's his first walk he's given up in the game. I'll bring up Josh Hunter, who's one of 4 strikeout victims so far that Will's had in the game. That one swung on, way out of play. Runner gets back safely. New high school baseball polls will come out. We'll take a look at those during the broadcast. Ball. Couple surprises. Some are not. Bennington retags up. There he goes, and the runner will hit the ball and foul, and it's out of play. Moeller stays number 1 in the Division I. Olentangy Orange number 2. And Mason Jackson goes up to 3. Lancaster and Lebanon tied for 9th, and Grove City's 15th. All 3 of those teams moved up a couple notches. This one again is fouled off. Division II, Amherst Steel stays number 1. Anthony Wayne up around the Toledo area is number 2, and Hudson stays number 3. Taze Valley stays 6th. Quick throw over to first again. Gets back safely. So, second time, Miller's thrown to first base. Trying to keep Bennington from getting that big lead. Now he will come back again. Coop trying to get him on the tag, not in time. Miller comes home with the pitch. This one is hit high in the air, and he's going to get it. And it's going to be Kaufman. And there's 2 away on the foul out to the catcher.
Up to bat, Ebert.
So I'll bring up Brandon Ebert. Ebert, the catcher, struck out his first time up. So 2 away, runner still first, still 1-0. Washington Courthouse with the lead after that RBI hit by Lotz in the first inning. Quick throw to first again. Cooper glances. Now there's the hit. This one. Whoa! Quick throw to first. Got him! The runner tried to slide into first base, Ebert, and a beautiful play by second baseman Caden Eskins, and a good dig by Cooper Robertson at first base to get the out on a bang, bang play. In that inning, no runs, no hits, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still Courthouse 1, Logan Elm 0 here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us at 740-335-1610 to see how we can best service you.
We go to the bottom of the third. It's 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Sam Lotz, Gavin Kaufman, and Will Miller. As on the mound for the third time in this game, Grant Klein, who struck out at one time 3 of 4 batters. And in fact, he's got 4 strikeouts so far in the game, matching Miller in the K department. So again,
off the bottom of the third, Lotz.
Sam Lotz with a single to center field, knocked in Heath, and the only run so far in the game. Sam got to third base on when the bases were loaded, but Courthouse couldn't get another score in. So 1-0, bottom of third. And that hits him on the head. So he's all right. That's the way you wear that helmet. So Lotz gets hit by pitch. That's the second one batter that's been hit today by Klein. So that will bring up Gavin Kaufman, who walked his first time up. Pitch in there for a called strike. Klein sets, looks, comes home with it. Swung on, hit high in the air, and the center fielder gets under it. There's 1 away. And Sam quickly gets back to first base. So 1 down, and I'll bring up Will Miller. Will struck out his first time up to bat.
Up to bat, Miller.
So 1 out, runner on. Here in the bottom of the third, and a 1-0. Courthouse lead. Quick throw to first. A little high, but Lotz gets under the tag. There's the pitch. bunts it down the first base line, and we're going to have all hands say, well, somebody blew it because the first baseman came charging. The pitcher didn't get over even close to being in time to cover the second, so Miller will reach on an infield hit. And so now we got runners at first and second base, and that'll bring up Cooper Robertson. Coop, first time up, had a single. Swung on, miss, or I should say hit the ball. Foul. Division III, Vanderbilt Butler stays number 1. Defiance, number 2. They're only 5 points out of first place, though. And Jackson moves up in the poll rankings from number 4 last week to number 3. Whoa, right up the middle. Pitcher gets a hand on it, flips it to second, throw to first, won't be in time. So a force out, 6-4 to Miller for the second out. Lotz is going to third. Reaching on the fielder's choice will be Robertson. So we've got runners on the corners with 2 out. Kenton Ridge from the CBC. Central Buckeye League stays 9th this week. Athens moves from 21st to 18th. Circleville drops 2 knots, 19th to 21st, which I don't understand because Circleville won all the games this year, or this week. This one swung on, hit into left field, and it'll be caught, and that will end the inning. So once again, Washington Courthouse threatens but can't get them in that inning. There was 1 hit. There was no errors, and there were 2 men left on base. We've got 3 in the books. Still 1-0 Courthouse here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Do you have a warm heart and helpful hands? Make yourself at home as a member of our care team at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. We are looking to grow our family of employees with dedicated STNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Contact us for more information or apply online today at courthousemanor.com or stcatherinescourthouse.com.
Go to the top of the 4th. Still 1-0 score in favor of the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Got 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. Meanwhile, Logan Elm, no runs. They've got 2 hits and 1 error. So Miller on the mound for the 4th inning. We've run down real quickly the new baseball standings. Miami Tracy lost 3 in a row. It took a big drop this week. They dropped from number 6 to a tie for 25th.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Leading off the top of the 4th,
And
Gentry.
Jonathan Alder, who beat Courthouse just last week, they're still number 1. Number 2 is Norton, and Perry is number 3. They jumped all the way from 12th. Uniota goes from 8th to 7th. Bloom Carroll, who plays in the Mid-State League with Logan Elm, moves from 16th to 12th. And that pitch is in there for a called strike. Fairfield Union, another team that, of course, these 2 teams have played, they dropped from 13th to 16th, because I think Bloom Carroll beat them. That's called strike. And then Hebron Lakewood. Folks might remember them from the old Buckeye Athletic Conference the Courthouse used to be in. Mm-hmm. They are tied for 24th this week. They had dropped from 10th. Slow grounder to Lotz. Quick throw to first. Cooper got him. Close, but he got him. And there's 1 away. 5-3 if you're keeping track on the scorebook. And if you're not, that's okay. I'll take care of it for you.
Well, you brought up the BAC. It took me back to my childhood for a minute.
Yeah. A long time ago. That pitch is high and outside. Can you remember the teams that were in that league besides Courthouse and Lakewood?
Oh, goodness.
Bexley,
Yep.
Grandview Heights.
Was West Jefferson in it at any point?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. About London?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You might be right, but I don't remember them. It was mostly toward eastern Ohio.
Yeah.
Huh? Big Walnut, Old Tangy. Huh? Yeah. That one's in the dirt. Ball 4. So Will Miller should say lost him on walks. So 1 out and a runner on. St. Simer is up. He's the third baseman, excuse me. He has a single to center. Pitch in there for a called strike. Quick throw over to first. Miller with the delivery. Just missed. Oh, my goodness. 1-1. Mercy. Comes the delivery. Swung on. Foul out of play. Real quickly, Division 5, Wayndale's number 1, Coldwater number 2, Milan Edison number 3, Lynchburg Clay moves from 8th to 6th. I think it's the first time in, I think it's 15 years they've been undefeated in their league. Throw down to first, not in time. Zane Trace drops from 5 to 11. They lost to Uniota last week. Lucasville Valley drops from 13th to 15th. Ironton drops from 14th to 16th. And Willersburg re-enters, and Portsmouth drops out of the polls. This one is swung on, and guts by the right fielder. And the runners will go on down to third base, and now the throw to second will not be in time, as an error there by the right fielder has opened the floodgates for Logan Elm to get a couple guys on base in excellent field position. So St. Clair started to try to make a shoestring catch and unfortunately got by him. So Congreve will go all the way to third. Seamer goes to second on the air. And with runners at second and third, Deal will be up to bat. He hit a infield single down the third base line his first time up. So Logan Elm trying to make a run here. Down 1-0, but 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Miller sets. Swung on, foul, out of play. Two-strike count coming up. Comes the pitch. Kaufman trying to set up behind home plate, get that strike. Unfortunately, the official said nope, and that's a ball. So 1-2 count. Comes the delivery, swung on. Slow grounder to the shortstop, and run scores, and everybody's on hand. Oh, my. Indecision there. Costly as it allows a run to come in, ties it up. Seymour will go to third base. Deal will reach on a fielder's choice. I'll have to debate on that one. Wasn't an error, but give him fielder's choice or single.
Oh, can you mark confusion?
I can mark an X. I can do a question. I mean, basically, he looked like he was going to go to third base with it, and then it kind of like he just froze.
Yeah. He looked home, he looked at third, and then, that was kind of all she wrote.
So a pinch runner now will come in for Logan Elm.
Looks like number 45.
Okay. It's going to be Judd Schultz. So Judd Schultz will be pinch running for Logan Elm. So runners on the corners. Brady Neff will be up to bat. Again, the pinch runner is Schultz, number 45. Miller looks at him. Quick throw.
Got him.
Got him! Picked him off right at the ankles. So that will alleviate a little pressure there. So Miller with a good pickoff move to Robertson. So there's 2 down.
So much for pinch running.
Yeah, it calls a lot too, man. You're a pinch runner and you go in the game and first throw is right to you.
Comes back to the dugout coach like, I trusted you.
So Neff will step back in. On 1 count. This one swung on. And Cooper, it's out of play. So 0-2 count now to the batter. With 2 out, runner still third, but run came in. That one's way outside. I'll tell you, Will has just been so inconsistent tonight on that breaking ball. It just will not break for him. I'm not trying to be critical, but I'm just trying to explain to you what we're seeing. That swung on, and that's going to go foul. Here, no glass break, so it didn't hit the van again. I know something's going to happen eventually.
I'm hoping that you're pulled up just close enough to where you'll miss it.
Well, I'm right next to the steps, so. And he just missed
No
on.
Call on that one.
My goodness. 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at third. So that's let's go back to that one's fouled off.
Like he fouled it off his ankle.
Yeah, Neff will do a little limping here. Have to walk that one off on the foul ball. Talking to the umpire here a little bit. Berlin Highlands number 1 in Division 6. Lake Center Christians number 2. Toronto's number 3. That one's again fouled off. West Jefferson, who was supposed to play Courthouse the other night, and then they had to make substitution. Jonathan Alder is number 5 this week. They're up from 7th. Reedsville Eastern is 8th, and Mechanicsburg is 9th. Dropped it down. This one's fouled off again. Madison Plains ranked 12th. They were 5 at one time. they're still having a pretty decent season. Fairfield Christian over Lancaster's tied for 19th. Legacy Christian from Xenia. And that one's a swung on and hit. That's going to be another single. That's going to score yet another run. And that makes it now 2-1. So Brady Neff with an RBI single. Scoring in from third base will be Seamer. It makes us 2-1. Lucas Bailey is now up to bat. He struck out his first time up. So the top of the fourth has not been kind to the Blue Lions. They like to get this out and get it over with. First pitch, called strike. Swung and a miss. There's the throw down the short, and it goes right to the outreached glove of Osborne. It goes in center field, but the runner will not move on. He'll get the stolen base and stay there. Wow. So runner now at second base with 2 away. 0-2 count. Miller glancing. Comes home the pitch. Just missed high outside. Ball. Logan Elm with 2 runs here in the top of the fourth to take the lead. And he swings and misses, strike 3, and that ends the inning. But unfortunately for Courthouse, it might have been about 2 batters too late. In that inning, Washington Courthouse saw Logan Elm get 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits. They are man left on base. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Their score, it's Logan Elm 2, Washington Courthouse 1 here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Well, we're back here at the bottom of the fourth inning, a 2-1 ball game. And just kind of repeat here a little bit what happened that last half inning. After the first out, Congrove walked. Seamer hit the ball deep to short. Eventually, bases were loaded with Deal and an RBI single by Neff. We're going to give him a single to the hole to Osborne, not an error. So that's why we say there was 2 hits in that inning. Well, we get started here with the bottom of the fourth. Tyree DHing. Eskins and Osborne. Did you try to tell me something? Okay. Oh. Sorry, folks, we were whispering. Strike. All right, 2-1. We finally got the correct count from the officials. That's what Dave was whispering at me. He says, "What's the count? What's the count?" I said, "I don't know." Oh, now it's 2-2. I know that count very well. We've seen that enough times the last couple weeks. Let me tell you,
it's been a day.
Klein strikes him out. That's his 5th strikeout unofficially in the game, and with 1 away.
Up to bat, Eskins.
Colin Eskins now up to bat, the second baseman. He flew out to center his first time up. So the Blue Lions are down by 1. These close games have not been kind to them this year. Now they got to try to get ahead. That count is in there for a called strike right at the knees. Osborne's on deck. Comes a delivery, swung on and miss. Strike 2. I mentioned Courthouse with 3 runs or less have won 3 games and lost 7. Logan Elm is 2-9 with those same marks. That one's fouled off. Of course, the 1 runs both times were to Jackson. If you'd have gotten at least a split, then Trace both times was 3-1. If you could have picked up a split there, now all of a sudden you got 7 wins in the league and you're in the hunt. And caught strike 3, got him on the corner. 2 down. So with that, go back to the top of the order.
Up to bat, Osborne.
Aiden Osborne. Aiden has lined out to the shortstop and has walked and stolen second. So 0 for 1 day for him. That one's outside for a ball. We'll wrap up the polls here in just a second. That's called strike. So I mentioned Fairfield Christian over at Lancaster is tied for 19th this week in Division 6. Legacy Christian's 21st. Huntington re-enters at number 23. Called strike. And quickly, Aiden's behind 1-2 with 2 down. Klein trying to go for 3 in a row. Just missed outside. Tiffin Calvert's number 1 in the small schools. Minster's 2, Mohawk's 3, South Webster's 7th, Hannibal River's 14th. Franklin Furnace Green is 15th. Say that 5 times real quick. Portsmouth Clay is 17th, and Trimble's re-entered, tied for 18th. So those are teams that we'll be watching on our tournament and our scoreboard. That one swung on, high in the air, out of play. A lot of the baseball tournaments will get started tomorrow or Wednesday. Some of the bigger schools, they don't even start till next week. Jackson, Miami Trace get first-round byes, so they don't even play until next Wednesday. Swing on a miss, strike 3. So Klein does what many people thought might not be possible, but he does. He strikes out the side and now has 7 strikeouts unofficially. They go down 1, 2, 3, and then in the scorebook, it's 4 in a row. It's 4 innings, I should say, and a Logan Elm 2-1 lead over Washington Courthouse here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Logan Elm got a little mow going their way right now after Washington Courthouse saw 3 batters come up and all 3 struck out. Let's see if they can get something going here in the top of the 5th. He'll go to the top of the order. Bennington, Hunter, and Eber for Logan Elm. Bennington has flown out to center and has walked so far.
Off the top of the 5th, Bennington.
Miller, meanwhile, has seen 2 runs scored against him. 4 hits against him so far. Called strike on the outside corner. 5 strikeouts. Missed. That looked like it was almost in the same pitch, guys. Same location. They caught a ball. 2 walks given up by Miller. That one goes inside. Another ball. So that one's outside for a ball. It runs the count now to 3-1. Will, swung and a miss. Felt all the breeze well all the way up here, David.
He was trying to hit that one to Madison County.
Yeah, I couldn't hit Pickwick County because that's the other direction.
Yeah.
And he misses. Ball 4. 3rd walk given up in the game by Miller. So Pennington will draw a walk for the 2nd time in the game.
Up to bat, Hunter.
And I'll bring up Josh Hunter, who struck out and then fouled out to Kaufman back in the 3rd. And now we're going to have major conference with Coach Yazel coming out. What's he going to do? He's going to take it off his hands. And we're going to have a pitching change. So Will Miller will be leaving the game with 4+ innings. And so Sam Lotz will take over in relief, and we will take a break as well. Back in 60 seconds. Score is 2-1 in favor of Logan Elm. Pitching change goes back in the 5th right after this.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Okay, we're back here after the pitching change.
Lotz pitching.
Sam Lotz on the mound now for Will Miller. Squares the bunt. Fouls. So Hoosier will now move to 3rd base. I believe Miller will be in center. And no, Eskins. Okay, Eskins is at 3rd. So what, Heath goes to 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, so Heath will go to 2nd. Miller's in center. That one's a sharp hit. And a long one in the hole, and all hands are safe. So an infield hit by Hunter. And right now we got runners at 1st and 2nd base. Can't close the book yet on Miller. So far it's 4 innings.
Bat Ebert.
3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and so far that is 2 runs. Watts against Ebert now, who has struck out and grounded out to second. Squares the bunt, backs out, and boy, there's a little mix-up there on the defense. They was bluffing the throw. Robertson was breaking from first toward home. He's got over to second, but the runner is back safely. Still runners at first and second. Now Lotz bluffs the throw to second base. So we'll reset the defense for you here in just a few minutes. Just hang in there with us. Kaufman. 2-0 count. So Robertson's at first. Heath's at second. Osborne's at short. Eskins at third. Called strike. Miller's in center. Fouled off. We got Hoosier still out and left. And I believe that's
Will in center.
Yeah, but St. Clair's in right.
Yeah.
And Miller. So they changed the second baseman, third baseman, and the center fielder and the pitcher. They really changed them. These moved them around. Lots with a delivery. High. Full count. Kaufman, by the way, is behind the plate, in case you're wondering. Swung on. And a chopper. And he can't come up with it cleanly. So another infield hit. So the bases are loaded. 2 infield hits plus a walk for against Washington Courthouse. Well, what are they saying? He fouled it off? They must have said he fouled it off because everybody's going back.
Well,
What was the count?
3-2.
3 and count. Yeah, 3-2 count. So I thought the ball was fair.
Yeah, I heard it late.
And that one's fouled off again.
Well, all of that hoopla.
Yeah. So they said the ball hit the plate before he hit. And this time, it almost did the same thing, but it went to the left side. Or the right side, I should say. So it's still 3-2, and still runners at first and second. Lots with the delivery. That one's hit. Osborne flips it to second, to first. Pulls Robertson off the base. So
Up to bat, Gentry.
Ebert will be thrown out 6-4. No, I'm sorry. Ebert will reach on a fielder's choice. Hunter will be out 6-4. With Bennington down at third. So Bennington's at third. Ebert's at first. With 1 out. Runner goes. Kaufman. Oh, cutting it off. Lotz back to home plate. Got him! Got him on the back. Beautiful play there. Heads up play by Sam Lotz. He cut the throw off going down to second and quickly got it right back to the catcher, Kaufman. And Kaufman got him on the back. So outstanding defensive play there, Washington Courthouse, and they needed that one to say the least. That'll be 1-2 on the out, so that makes it 2 away. And going on down to second base with all that going on will be Ebert. So now we have 2 out in the inning, runner at second base. And no runs came in. Swung on a miss by Gentry, the DH. Sometimes you got to make your own luck, right? There for a second, I thought, what is he doing? And then it makes sense. Now time called. Now they're going to call a balk.
Really?
So the base umpire said that balk. And so Watts will be called for a balk, and Ebert goes down to third. Okay, you got to shake that one off. Can't let that affect you. If you're Lotz, you got to try to get out of the inning without any more damage. Comes a delivery, swung on, high in the air. Kaufman tries to make the play, and hits the fans in the stand. Stays 1-2. So, first part of a double play, and then getting the runner from pitcher to catcher, stopping up a score. That's the two highlights this inning here in the top of the fifth. It's still a 2-1 ball game with 2 out. Lots on the mound. Gets ready with the pitch. Got him! Call strike 3. Oh my! And I've got a feeling the Logan Elm folks are not going to like that call. In that inning, there was no runs. There was 1 hit, and there was 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 2-1. Logan Elm leads here on WCHC.
Is your child transitioning from an infant seat to a convertible seat, or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, a 2-1 Logan Elm lead over Washington Courthouse. It'll be 2, 3, 4. Heath at second base, Lots pitching, and Kaufman behind the plate. On the mound once again will be Mr. Klein pitching his 5th inning. David, you alluded to that last half inning was an interesting inning to say the least, but big defensive plays for Washington Courthouse. Getting the lead off of the double play. Fielder's choice came out with it, and then having the Mr. Lights cutting off the pass, the throw down to second. He jumped up and then threw it right back to Kaufman and got the pick off from the runner coming from third.
That was a good heads-up play.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryson has been hit by pitch, scored a run, and struck out today. Two-1 ball game. Favor Logan Elm. That just missed. What is turning out to be yet another exciting game for the Blue Lions and the Braves. They're probably saying, you know, we're almost getting tired of this. That one's high. But then again, if you play enough of these close games, eventually the percentage has got to start falling your way, I would think. Question is, which team is it going to be this time? That one's ball 4. So Heath will draw the walk here in the top of the 5th inning.
Up to bat, Lotz.
Sam Lotz will be up to bat. Sam has an RBI single and then was hit by pitch and left to third base. So let's see what happens here with Sam coming up to bat. Left-handed batter, left-handed thrower. First pitch, swung on, high in the air. Left fielder over toward the foul line area and guts the catch. One away. One away. That brings up Gavin Kaufman. Kaufman has walked and also has flown out to center field. Quick throw to first. Runner back safely. Swung on a miss, fouled. Miami Trace in regular season play today. They traveled over to Dayton Carroll. Somebody else is in action. I think Chillicothe in Westfall. Throw over to first.
I need to find an updated schedule for everybody so I can get the website updated.
That one's thrown high. There's the throw, way over the second baseman's head. Center fielder very alertly will back it up. So Bryson will get a stolen base. Misses. Nelson glances back to second, comes home with a pitch. That one again is also outside. Runs the count to 3-1. Comes a delivery, swung on a little off the barrel of it, and the high popped up, and it's a foul out. And there's two-way. So Gavin fouls out to the pitcher. To the first baseman. So two away, and I'll bring up Will Miller. He has struck out and has also hit a single. Swung on a miss, and that's fouled out of play. He's bluffing a little bit down at second. Down low and outside for a ball. 1-1 count. Swung on a miss for a strike. Wow. I don't know what Klein threw, but he faked Miller completely out. The wild swing air. Lefty sets against the lefty batter. Swung on, right at the shortstop. Second time in the game it's happened. A line drive to the shortstop, and that will end the inning. Yet another base runner gets on, but can't score. No runs, no hits, one man left. We go to the fifth. It's still 2, Logan Elm, Washington Courthouse 1 here on WCHC.
Were you exposed to toxins or other hazards while serving our country? If so, please give the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission a call at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment. Let us assist you to get the benefits that you rightfully deserve.
All right, we go to the top of the 6th inning. It's still 2-1 in favor of Logan Elm. Washington Courthouse has been able to get some base runners on, but it's one of those, just can't get them into. You're either hitting the ball straight at someone or striking out.
Remember that movie Angels in the Outfield back in the day?
Yes.
We need a little bit of that right now.
Okay.
We need some extra help, I think.
Yes.
Getting those bats going.
I'm going to say.
Leading off the top of the sixth, Congrove.
I mean, you hit two in a row. You have two in the game so far, line drive to shortstop. You may only see that, once every couple games?
Yeah.
You don't see it twice in the same game.
I say defensively, both teams are doing really well right now.
Yep.
We just need to break those bats out.
Well, let's see what happens here as Congrove, number 5 in the batting order for Logan Elm, facing Sam Lotz in the second inning of work. So we officially can close the book on Miller with 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 3 walks in the game. Lotz has got 1 strikeout, got 1 hit, and 1 walk in 1 inning. That's kind of easy to remember. 1-2 count coming up to Congrove. 2-2. Seamer is on deck, followed by Dial. This one swung on. This could be a problem. No, another error by the right fielder. Coming in and trying to scoop it again and cannot pull it out. So St. Clair will be charged with his second error of the game. Again, he was trying to do the shoestring catch and it just dipped on him and he couldn't pull it out. So I'll bring up Seimer, who's singled and then also advanced and scored a run off that first error by St. Clair. Called strike. So Blue Lions with their second error of the game. Swung on. Sharp hit up the middle. And we got the first 2 batters on via the air, and now a single to center.
Up to bat, Deal.
And I'll bring up Keegan Deal, who's also hit a single down the third base line and reached on a fielder's choice. As close as these 2 teams play, Courthouse can ill afford to get any more runs given up. Kaufman bluffs the throw as the pitch was a ball. Pitch, called strike, right above the knees. Thank you very much. We'll take her. 1-1. Strike. And Kaufman bluffs again to down second. Osborne started to sneak over there, but Kaufman alertly decides he better just hold on to it. Lotz with a delivery. That one's high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sound familiar, Dave?
Always.
Two on. A 2-1 ball game. Logan Elm. That one's right in front of us. What'd you finch for, Mike?
You'd have caught it.
That's hilarious.
Mike Lott's up here in the running the scoreboard and finched. I thought, what's your problem, dude? He ain't gonna hit us. We got a screen in front of us. That one's inside for a ball.
Yeah, we've flinched at worse.
Don't worry, we go to Miami Trace. Just put it down. I will finch every time. So it's nothing new, my friend. Full count. Oh, he lost him. Walked him. Bases loaded, no out. Bases are loaded with the number 8 batter coming up, Neff.
Up to bat, Neff.
Neff has struck out and has singled to left. So Logan Elm trying to make a big inning here. Courthouse got to try to shut him down a little bit. This one swung on. That one will be in trouble. That may score 2. 1 run comes in, throws it home, and he is safe. So 2 runs come in as Neff will get a single to right, giving 2 RBIs in that one, as Congrove will score and so will Seamer. And on second base will be Deal. And that makes the score now 3-1 in favor of Logan Elm.
4-1.
It's 4-1, I'm sorry, you're right. I had it written down there and I still messed up. So 2 more runs in this inning, 4-1. That one's called strike. Wow. Lots. Whoa. A little high and tight on that one. 1-1. Did he go around? Yep. It's a 1-2 count. Home plate umpire double checked with the base umpires, and they shook their head yes, he went around. So Lots delivers just outside. Didn't go for it. 2-2 count. Bases loaded, no out. Top of the 6th, 2 runs already in, and he hits the batter. So Lots will hit a pitcher, or hit the batter. Hit by pitch. That will be the first one in the game against the Blue Lions, but loads the bases up.
Up to bat, Bennington.
And I'll bring up Bennington, who has flown out and has walked twice, but was forced out at home plate. So things are going from not too good to not too good. I'm trying to stay positive here, all right?
Try being a dad.
Nah, I went through that, my son, so of course he was tennis, so that was a little bit different, but still, every dad goes through it, their son on the mound or playing tennis or football field or basketball, whatever. Every dad goes through it.
Yeah.
1-0 count. Lots. Again. Low for a ball. 2-0. So Miller was struggling a little bit. Lots came in, was able to get bailed out in that 5th inning, but things are not going well here. And that one gets by Heath at second, and run comes in, makes it 5-1 now. An RBI single by Bennington to right field. So Nate Mel makes the score 5-1.
Bad Hunter.
Neff goes to third. Eddie goes to second. Bennington at first, and Hunter's up to bat. He has struck out, fouled out, and has singled. Lots. Slow grounder, and to bobble the ball. Another run will come in. That will be an error. That will be on Osborne, unfortunately, because he just simply could have maybe made the play. But a run will come in. That will be an unearned run, by the way, if you're keeping track.
Matt Eber.
That one's down in the dirt for a ball. 6-1 now is your ball score. The top of the 6th inning. Lots on the handle and play by the third baseman. Good play there by Eskins. So pop up to third. We finally have an out. And that brings up Mr. Gentry, who is the 9th batter this inning for Logan Elm. Pitch and a strike on the corners. Base is still loaded for Logan Elm. 4 runs in this inning. 1 out, fouled off. 2 strike count coming up. Lots delivers, swung on. Down third base line, goes foul. Courthouse will have 6, 7, and 8 to start things off in the bottom of the 6th. If we can get 2 more outs here. One, 2 count coming up. Swung a miss. Strike 3. So we got a big key second out in that inning. And we'll go back now to the gentleman that started things off, Mr. Congrove. So he will be the 10th batter in the order. Congrove has hit a double, walked and scored a run, reached on an error, and scored another run. Klotz with a delivery, called strike. Six-2 ball game. Logan Elm with the lead. Top of the 6th inning of play. That one's in the dirt for a ball. Courthouse scored first, bottom of the 1st inning, on Sam Lott's RBI single. But since then, it's been all Logan Elm. That one's outside. Lott's the 2nd pitcher today for the Braves. For the Blue Lions. The Braves has been consistent with their pitcher, Mr. Klein, who comes back out, will be on the mound for the 6th inning. Lots swung and a miss for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on, and 4 runs in. Got him, called strike 3. So Mr. Gentry will go down on the K's twice this inning. But in that inning, there was 4 big runs. They do it on a total of 4 hits. There was an error. There was 2 errors. And there was 3 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Logan Elm 6, Washington Courthouse 1. You're watching tournament baseball action right here on WCHC.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lane's.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lane's and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leella Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
Well, on the mound for his 6th inning of duty, Mr. Grant Klein, as he will be facing Cooper Robertson, Landon St. Clair, and Mr. Tyree.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, Robertson.
Coop has got a single and has reached on or I should say he's fouled out. So a 1-for-2 day for him. The checkout, he reached on a Phil's choice. Can't read my writing, which is nothing new. That's out of play. My mom said I always should be a doctor. I write like one. Could have been a pharmacist too. I mean, they do that, but no, you had to be a radio announcer. That one's hit up in the air. Third baseman's coming over in foul territory, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Up to bat, St. Clair.
Landon St. Clair has struck out and has flown out to left field. And unfortunately has had kind of a rough day out in the outfield today. That one's outside for a ball. Swung on a miss for a strike. 1-1 count. One out. Courthouse needing to get some guys on base and get some runs here. They run out of time. He went around on it. Couldn't hold up. Strike 2. They swung on a miss. Strike 3. So 2 down here in the inning. And that'll bring up Tyree.
Up to bat, Tyree.
Ooh, nice curve there. Strike 1. Eight strikeouts, by the way, now for Klein, including striking out 3 in a row back in that 4th inning.
Accident.
Mike, you're supposed to wait to 3 outs before you get to play the music, okay?
I hit the wrong button.
Did he hold up? Yep. Ball, 2 strikes. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Delivered by the lefty, and it's outside for ball 2. Bet you can't guess the count. Go ahead, guess.
Well, it's right there on the screen. They don't have to.
Oh, I forgot. That one's outside. Well, maybe they're listening to us. They're not watching it.
True.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. That's ball 3. I keep forgetting we're on TV. He missed it. Ball 4. So a walk given up to Kiana Tyree. Now bring up
Matt Eskins.
Kylan Eskins, who has flown out to center and struck out. First pitch fouled off over by the Logan Elm dugout. That is only the second walk given up today by Klein. As we mentioned, he already has 8 strikeouts in the game. That one's outside. Swung on a miss again. Hit and runs on, and unfortunately, it's fouled off. Lefty against righty. See what happens here. The runner at first base. Klein glances over, comes home with a pitch. Swung on. Another foul ball. Count stays 1-2. Runner goes. There's the pitch. There's the throw. Down to second. Won't be in time. Stolen base. Give that to Tyree. So with a 2-2 count with 2 out, runner at second. Eskins stepped back in. Started the game at second. Switched over to third when they made the pitching change. Missed with the ball. Even I thought that was a strike.
What do they call a ball?
It was a ball. Full count.
Was it a balk or a ball?
It was a ball. Pitch. Fouled off. Official says it's 2-2. Okay. I thought it was ball 3. Oh, well. Yeah, it doesn't matter because he swung and missed, and that's strike 3, and that ends the inning. Once again, Courthouse gets somebody on base and can't get him in. No runs, no hits. 1 man left on. We go to the final possible inning. It's 6-1 in favor of Logan Elm over Washington Courthouse in the district first rounder here on WCHC.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
All right, let's go back to the batting order. It will be Congrove, Seamer, and Dial. 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order.
Leading off the top of the 7th.
Will be Congrove has hit a double to left, walked, reached on an error, and has scored 2 runs.
Who's this? Sorry, we have Seamer.
Why is Seamer up? I got Congrove. Well, they got Seamer down there, but the guy who was pinch hitting, Gentry, he swung out and missed. That was a strike. 3. So they're batting out of order. Nobody from courthouse is saying anything. 2-1, because this one's hit down the line. Oh, he picked it up and he's safe. So I'm not sure what happened here, but I've got Carter Congrove supposed to have been batting their time, and it was Seamer instead. And now they've got Deal up. Because Gentry was the first and the 10th batter up, and he struck out both times, and there was a foul out by Ebert. So they have batted completely out of order. And I don't know, for some reason, they're keeping score down there, and they didn't catch it, so either I'm wrong or something. So Seamer will reach on air by the third baseman. That's down the pike, missed. Called strike. It's fouled off, out of play. Now, I'm going to be thinking about that all night. You know? That one swung on. Well, the thing that gets me is all these guys have got this score thing on their computers, and you would think they've got it, they would have picked it up. So like I say, I must have made an error. I don't.
Yeah, they have him down.
It wouldn't be my first time I made a mistake. But Sharp down to second, force out at home. At second, down to first, double play. So Seamer goes out 4-6. Osborne then throws out Deal. So there's quickly 2 away, and I'll bring up Brad Neff. Yeah, that's one way of getting out of the inning quickly. Called strike. Swung on and fouled over by the blue line dugout. That one's high for a ball. Comes a delivery, swung on. Slow grounder to first. Robertson leads lots. Got him, bang, bang, and that's the inning out. 3-2-1, and in that inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. We need angels in the outfield, as David said. 6-1 is your score. Logan Elm leads here on WCHC.
Every journey is unique. Right Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks in Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Strikeout.
Okay, we corrected. They said that Congrove was the one that struck out the end of third inning. So Gentry was the second strikeout. So that's where I got thrown off. Okay. Now I can go home tonight knowing that I won't have to worry about that, Mike. Thank you for setting me straight. All right.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th, Osborne.
So Osborne will start things off here in the bottom of the 7th. And Courthouse has got to get an unbelievable inning going here. They're down 6-1. So I think we got the scorebook right finally. A game changer can come in handy, I'll tell you. Strike one. Outside for ball. Comes a delivery. Down dirt. Ball. We do this next year, I'm just going to have to go ahead and get a game changer. Help me, my play-by-play tremendously. Called strike. Got him, let her high. 2-2 count. Klein with the delivery. That one's swung and a miss. Strike three. So Osborne goes down swinging, second time in the game. Now bring up Bryson Heath, who got hit by a pitch, scored the only run so far, struck out, walked, stole second, was left there. Strikeout number 9 now for Klein. This one's hit high in the air, and this one will be out of play. We'll have a brief post game afterwards, including the Epifano McDonald's star of the game. This one's fouled off. Will be our last of the spring sports season. June 14th will be the date for the spring sports. Ooh, nice breaking pitch. Called strike. That gives him 10 now.
Up to bat, Lots.
3 in a row, 4 out of the last 5 batters. He's not fancy, is he? But he gets the job done. Sam Lots. Sam is singled. Been hit by pitch, left at third, and then flew out to center. Excuse me, to left field. Holds up, ball one. Strike. Call strike 2. Klein again taking a little something off that one. So 1-2 count coming up to Sam Lots. Swung on. And that gets by the shortstop and goes into left field. So Sam keeps the hopes alive with a single to left. And now bring up Gavin Kaufman, who's walked.
Now up, Kaufman.
And has flown out to center and has fouled out to the catcher. And now here comes the coach again. And you're up 6-1. Now what are you going to do?
See, I would hope they would let him just finish the game by this point.
Yeah, I'd just say I would think they was on a pitch count now.
1 out to go.
I mean, your next game is Thursday. I don't think you'll try to bring him back after just 2 days rest. He's talking to him. He said, "I got it, coach. Just let me finish this bad boy up." So let's see what happens here. So Kaufman, we'll see if he can keep things going here, keep this thing going and get another big inning for the Blue Lions. Klein glances over to first, comes home with a pitch, swung on, foul out of play. Winner plays the number 2 seed Fairfield Union Thursday night at Fairfield Union. After that, they go on to the district's semifinals. I check it. That is the semifinals. They'll play the finals, and then whoever wins that will play the winner of the East District at Harrison Center, I believe it is, in Cadiz. Two 2-1 count. Oh, nice curve. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kaufman's got to get the bat on the ball or draw a walk here. Keep this thing going. That one is fouled off and comes off his ankle. Doing a little limping a little bit. Not to walk that bad boy off. And Klein, good sportsmanship there. He's going around. Oh, he's making sure he's all right. Good sportsmanship there by Mr. Klein. Gavin kind of got on the ground a little bit. And Klein ran over and put his arm around him and said, "Hey, buddy, you all right? Shake it off. You'll be all right." Sometimes we talk too many about kids not showing good sportsmanship. That was a nice touch. Here comes the delivery. Just missed. Oh. No, they call that a strike. It is. He got the corner. Called strike 3. Wow, that was kind of a delay call by the official in that inning. The side striked out with a single, and the final score, it is Logan Elm winning today by a final score of 6-1, and now we'll go on to play Fairfield Union on Thursday night. We'll come back and we'll do a quick wrap-up show in just a moment or so. Stay with us right here on WCHC. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by apply. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon.
Are you a new parent looking for support? Fayette County Public Health offers several programs to connect with new moms, dads, and babies to provide support for your parenting journey. Family Connects provides a nurse visit to support your family right after you come home with your new baby. The nurse can answer questions or address concerns you may have, and they can also connect you to any clinical or community support you need. If you would like regular support as you navigate your parenting journey and your child's developmental milestones, the Help Me Grow home visiting program may be a good fit. We also offer car seat checks, baby massages, and the WIC supplemental nutrition program. Call 740-335-5910 for more information. Together, we can build stronger and healthier families.
At the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, we do solemnly swear to proudly support all veterans of all branches across all generations. Please contact us today to learn more. 740-335-1610.
All right, our final score tonight, once again, Logan Elm beats Washington Courthouse by a final score of 6-1 with the win. Logan Elm now will take on their rival from the Mid-State League, Fairfield Union, on Thursday night. The winner of the Greenfield-Benton County game will move on to Thursday night and play in the other bracket. I have 6 runs on 8 hits for Logan Elm, and they do it on... I think they got 1 error in the game. Leading hitters were Zane Seamer with 2 and Brady Neff with 2 in the contest. I had Grant Klein with giving up 5 hits in the game, 12 strikeouts, 2 walks in the contest. Washington Courthouse, they had scored a run. They did it on 5 hits. They committed 3 big errors. Sam Lodge with 2 hits in the contest, 1 apiece for Will Miller, also Cooper Robertson, and also Aiden Osborne. So that's kind of the line score. We'll have more statistics and information for you later on our Fayette 43160 Facebook page and also on FayetteCam.org. We'll come back and pick the star of the game right after this. Well, this one hurt, to say the least. It was one of those games. Courthouse has 7 men on base tonight, and that really hurt because you had a couple guys that probably could have scored, and I don't know if they'd have won the game or not, to be honest with you, but they sure would have made things interesting. But when it's all said and done, Logan Elm, they did what they had to do. They got the runs, they got the advantage, they took advantage of the errors, and now they go to 5-18 overall. Washington Courthouse will wrap up the season with 6-10 record. And again, Logan Elm lost 3-1 and 5-4 to Fairfield Union on Thursday, so it'll be interesting to see if how that rematch goes. Sam Lodge will be our star of the game. He had 2 hits in the contest. Unfortunately, both times he was able to get on, plus he picked up an RBI, the only RBI. He just couldn't get help from his teammates to get the ball or hits so that they could score. And unfortunately, he also had a couple errors behind him. as well as Will Miller. So it just way things break out. So again, Sam Lotz will be our star of the game. Unless something major happens, which I don't see possibly happening, but this will be our last broadcast of the spring sports season and for the 2024-25 season here on WCHC. Thanks to Dave Woollever for a great job doing his engineering and producing and commentary and everything else. I'm Randy Young. We've enjoyed being with you as well. We don't know what the future holds, the possibilities. Once we find out, we'll let you know. That's all we can really say about it right now. Until the next time we meet, hopefully it'll be sooner than later. I'm Randy Young along with Dave Woollever. Good night, everyone, and thanks for joining us.